welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin. This will be a quick 10-minute video to open up the chest, kind of work through the shoulders, and also move the lower body. So let's get started in a child's pose. Come down onto your mat. Bring the toes together and open the knees about as wide as your hips. Allow your hips to soften back to the heels, and then relax the forearms down. The head can stay lifted, or walk on out and bring the forehead down onto the floor. Allow the upper body to start to relax. Allow the upper body to become heavy, and allow that upper body to start to feel your breath in and out through the nose. Breathing in. And on your exhale, allow your hips to soften further down, opening up, kind of warming up. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Exhale, soften. 1 more in. 1 more out. Stay low in child's pose. Just start to crawl the arms out in front of you. Elbows can start to lift up off the floor, and maybe you even come to the fingertips. With that, the head can start to turn right and left, massaging the forehead, loosening up the neck, but activating the arms. 1 more round right and left with the head, and then sway your head back into center. Ground the palms. Gaze forward and shift into tabletop, hands and knees all fours. Right away, walk your knees underneath your hips and your shoulders on top of the wrists. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, drop the belly, open up your heart, lift your chest, lift your chin. Exhale, round it out, press and gaze under. Same thing, inhale, heart comes through, gaze goes up. Exhale, round it out and press and gaze under. 1 more, inhale, heart comes through, gaze goes up. Exhale, round out, press, hollow, and lift. Inhale, come into a neutral spine. Step your right foot all the way forward. You can help your foot there if needed. Come into a lunge by walking the hands up towards your thigh. Roll your shoulders down and back. Press open from the heart. Make sure your right toes are forward, your right knee is forward, and then start to reach the arms out in front of you. Your right arm is going to cross on top of the left, so you give yourself a hug, and then lift your elbows up and kind of open up the elbows in your throat. On your exhale, power through the right foot and bring your elbows in towards your belly and round out. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, elbows up, open up. Exhale, round it all the way under. Inhale, find neutral elbows, so just out in front of you, and then reach your arms up toward the sky. Power through the legs as you rotate your pinkies forward. When you're ready, hands will come down onto the floor. Tuck your left toes. Now pick your left knee up off the mat. Left arm down, right arm high. Let's twist. So start to feel the spine without moving your hips too much. Circle out the right wrist. Release the hand, release the forearm. Maybe see that top hand. And then pause with your circles. Gaze down. Right hand comes to the floor. And then step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen out your spine halfway. Exhale, dive it forward. 1 more like that. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend and fold. Tuck the chin and gently roll through your spine up to stand. Give your shoulders a little shrug, and then take your hands to your shoulders and make a bigger shrug. Once or twice, just going around, up and over. Let's bring our hands then to our heart center. Keep your feet grounding, draw in from your belly button. Interlace the hands, let's flip the palms forward. Lift the arms up, and you're just gonna start to tick-tock side to side. Try to stretch out your triceps, so really long arms pressing into the heel of the hands. Squeeze in from the belly, stay out of your back. 1 more round if you're moving with me. If you're going a little slower, that's fine too. And then stay on the right. Right arm will slide down, the left arm's gonna reach a bit further. Make sure this leg stays pressing down into the floor. Squeeze in from your belly, come up to center and switch. Left arm down, right arm up and over, reaching from your fingertips and pressing into your right foot. Inhale, come to center, arms will go wide out to the sides. Interlace your hands behind your tailbone, so interlace and then slide them down and back. Open up your chest. Bend your knees, hips go back, topple up and over the legs. Arms can go with you. And let's stay low. Knees are soft. Weight into the balls of your feet. Shake your head yes, so you're out of the neck. Then release your head and release your arms. Lengthen out your spine halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down, bend your knees, step back to tabletop. Just the knees will come down onto the floor. Walk your hands out underneath your shoulders. Inhale, drop your belly, open up your heart, lift your chest and your chin, and then find a puppy dog stretch. So your hands will stay shoulder distance apart. They're just gonna crawl out in front of you. Notice the hips are still on top of the knees. Forehead can come down, maybe it's still hovering. That's fine, but open up through the armpits a bit. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. If you can, gaze forward and lift up. Slide onto your forearms. So you're just gonna kind of belly flop your way down. Be gentle. Press the forearms down, press out of the shoulders, and then open up from your chest. So you'll get a mini stretch of your back, but I also want you to feel the stretch in the front of the body. Take an inhale, and take an exhale. Lower your chest all the way down. Slide your hands by your sides, and shift back to child's pose, where we started this whole little sequence. And gaze at the palms, come back to tabletop, hands and knees on your inhale. Left leg is gonna step forward. Feel free to help your foot there if needed. Make sure knee on top of ankle, and then walk your hands up towards your thigh. Tailbone comes underneath as you draw your navel in, shoulders soften down, then relax into the hips. Arms sweep out in front of you. The left arm is gonna come on top of the right. Cross the elbows and grab towards your shoulders. Inhale, elbows lift up, open up your chest. Exhale, elbows in toward the belly. It's a little tuck and squeeze. One more, inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, elbows back to center, and then sweep the arms up toward the sky, rotating the pinkies forward. On your exhale, hands down to the mat. Tuck the right toes and pick your right knee up. Right arm down, left arm high, twist, without getting too funky with your hips. Let's circle out our left wrist. Maybe you see that top hand. Move through it. Gaze down, pause with the circles. Release your left hand. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, tuck the chin. Let's slowly roll all the way up to stand. Shrug your shoulders down and back. Sweep your arms up high. Exhale, hands to your heart. So make sure your feet are underneath your hips. You're gonna start to pick the right heel up, scoop in from the belly, and then bring your right knee up into your chest. Keep that scoop and then soften the knees and cross your right leg over to eagle legs. So your leg can hover, it can tap, it can fully wrap, up to you. Arms go wide, right arm goes under the left arm, grab your shoulders, or eagle wrap the arm so it's like a little bit tighter, opening up through the shoulder blades. Let's pause here, find the balance, inhale. Exhale, one more in, one more out. Let's unwind everything. Knee to the chest, arms up toward the sky, lift up. Let's step back down, hands back to prayer. Relax your shoulders and let's switch. Left heel will pop up. Scoop from the belly to pick the left leg up. Cross it over, so knees soften. If your hips get funny, make sure they stay on forward. Arms go open wide. Left arm under the right arm, grabbing shoulders, or eagle wrap. Try to lift the elbows in line with your shoulders. Scoop and then stay grounded. You can always tap the foot down. It can always hover. Breathing in and breathing out. Unwind, knee to the chest, stand up tall, lift up, and then release your foot down, hands to heart center. All right, reach your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, soft knees as you forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen out your spine halfway. Exhale, hands come down, step back to downward facing dog. We actually haven't been here at all. So first down dog, pedal out the legs, shake out the hips, turn your head, relax into it. Your knees can stay soft, just spread the palms wide. Then bring your feet about hip distance, soften your knees, but stick your booty way up in the sky and bring the chest through. Shake out your head, yes, just like we did standing, so it's soft and relaxed. Pause with your head. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. One more out. Inhale, shift into high plank. So a little bit of strength here. Adjust your hands and your feet if needed. Shoulders on top of the wrist. Fire up the legs, drawing from your belly button and gaze out. We're here for 3. Exhale. Last 2. Exhale. One more in and one more out. shift forward. Use your knees if needed, but lower to the belly. Try to bring your elbows in tight as you come down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra or medium-sized cobra, up to you, but the elbows are still squeezing. You're using those triceps, peel open through your collarbones. Exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, baby or medium-sized cobra. Lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. Press into your palms, child's pose. Sit your hips and your heels to meet. Alrighty, when you're ready, gaze forward. Walk your hands up towards your knees and then roll up onto the shins. Relax your feet down, scoop from your belly. We're gonna keep this nice and soft. Bring your hands to your back pockets, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. You're just gonna press into the heel of your hand, like moving the hips down the back and then opening up your heart. Taking one big giant breath in, one big giant breath out. Come up to center, scoop under to walk your hands out in front of you. Wag the tail right and left. Maybe circle it out. And then come all the way into a seat. We'll reach our arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands down into your heart. Closing from this spot, I thank you for joining and for tuning in. And if you have any requests or comments, please leave them below and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.